What's up, guys? Chris Chef Sports Cards here. We are doing 2022 Topps Pro Debut Half Jumbo Case Break number 10. Number 10. Welcome. Hope everybody's well tonight. Break earlier. Thomas, what's up, buddy? How you doing? I think you went to bed or you weren't around. Thank God. Had some good brewers in Sterling last night, my friend, unfortunately. Not unfortunate for the person who had the brewers. Unfortunate for the person who didn't buy the brewers. If you know what I'm saying. I'm just teasing. Anyway, welcome to a wonderful day in Philadelphia. As most of you know, or many of you know, I live right outside of Philadelphia. We're having a lot of fun with our, oh boy, let's hope for some more supers. We've had 2 supers this week, and we had a 1-on-1 in Immaculate too, so 3. Let's see if we can't get another one tonight. That would be great. We're having a wonderful sports time in Philadelphia. It won't last long, so we have to enjoy it while we can. Yeah, big super yesterday. Hey, it doesn't mean there can't be more, my friend. You don't know. Maybe. You can still find you some good Cleveland hits, my friend. This is Pro Debut. You never know what's coming out of here, man. They load this stuff sometimes. But this case is already loaded so far. So, but let's see. Let's see what we can find you. I'm sure we can find you something. Yeah. So it's a fun time here. As Rich said, the fireworks are still going off over by his house. We've had a lot going off over here, and they're just in the World Series. So if they win it, then, fires and stuff like that. Anyway, so last break of the week, late Sunday night. Thank you all for joining me so much. I do appreciate it. A little bit about us. We've been around for 5 years now. We break mostly baseball. We ship all cards from every break. We're very generous with the top loading. We ship as quickly as we can, usually within a day or two of the break. If you are new to the channel, I see some new names here. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. We do free breaks, and when we do them, we use our subscriber list from YouTube for the random. You want a chance to get into any future free breaks, all you got to do is hit that subscribe button. Your name will go in the random, and who knows? Maybe you'll grab a spot in the near future. Also, the website, chefsportscards.com. We got a ton of breaks up over there, just waiting to be filled. We give away free boxes with every break over there. Free spots. We have discounts. We got everything over there. All you got to do is head on over to chefsportscards.com, grab a spot or 2 today, and we will get a ripping there. All right, let's go over the teams. D-backs, Michael A. Braves, Matt P. Orioles, Daniel O. Red Sox, Anthony C. Cubs, Thomas M. White Sox, Jenna L. Reds, Kimberly D. Guardians and Rockies, Anthony C. Tigers, Rich L. Royals, Kurt D. Astros, Sheila N. Angels, Anthony C. Dodgers, Richard B. Brewers, John T. and Twins, Anthony C. Marlins, Rich L. Mets, Anthony C. Yankees, Matt S. A's, Anthony C. Phillies, Ben M. Pirates, Anthony C. Cardinals, Rory D. Padres, Robert H. Giants, Chris T. Mariners, Tanya T. Rays, Anthony C. Rangers and Blue Jays, Rory D. And finally, Nationals, Anthony C. All right, let's open some cards. Yes, we did pull a Superfractor last night, which was awesome. It was a good one, too. Gabriel Arias, good player. So, my man Rich got that one last night. So, first half of this case was loaded. Let's hope it continues with this half. I don't see why it shouldn't. It's Pro Debut. Pro Debut tends to be loaded. But let's see what we've got. Good luck, everyone. I hate these packs. I never want to snap there. All right, here we go. Good luck, everyone. Vivas, Montgomery, Valdez, Nunez, Yorkie, and first up for the Angels, Errol Vera. For Anthony. Oh, wait. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, Anthony. Sorry about that. Errol Vera. And here's a good one right here for Colorado. My man Warming. God, I want to know how he got his name. 48 of 50 gold chrome on the Warming Baronable. Also for Anthony. Kid is a monster. Like everyone in Bowman Meg is chasing, chasing a lot of guys, but Jackson Churia, he was very good. Don't get me wrong, but this kid's numbers were actually better than his. But he's on the Rockies, so you always have to. No offense to any Rocky fans out there, but you got to take that with a bit of a grain of salt. It's like being on the Diamondback. You know what? I said this earlier, Savage. You weren't here, but that was like watching a Disney sports film. It really was. Like him hitting that home run right then. Like Muncy, Holgate, Kerstedt, Castro, Lawler, Vyers, and some bassy bass. Like literally, I wasn't. I mean, obviously it was awesome, but I wasn't exactly shocked that he hit that home run. Not that I called it or anything, but like you're like he's gonna do something here. You know, it's like I was watching a kid wants a Bryce jersey. Drew Metzman, he's going up for adoption later this week. I'll buy it for him and send it over, Rich. I was so happy for Bryce. I really was. I mean, I got to be honest, man. I mean, the Astros are amazing. Don't get me wrong. And I'm certainly not worried, but I'm a Philly fan through and through. But I'll tell you what, if the Phillies continue to play the way they have the last two rounds, they got a very good shot at beating the Astros, too. Salas, Velasquez, Cartaya, Lopez, Lorenzo, Nelson, and a little Harry Ford blue for Seattle. 61 of 150. For Tanya. There you go. Like they're just they've these last two rounds, they've been unbelievable. I mean, the whole playoffs they have, they really have. I mean, other than that one game in San Diego, like even yesterday when they went down 4-0 in the first, I didn't even think twice about it. I mean, I didn't know that they were going to win, but it didn't really worry me too much. You know, like I mean, obviously it's on the first inning and this and that, but still, like they just been playing that way. You know, they're either up or they're coming back or they've played very. Their defense is always a little suspect, but their offense is made up for it. So, hey, we'll take it. Why not? But yeah, Bryce hitting that home run today was just. Reese had to be like, well, there goes my MVP. I thought it was going to be very close between the two of them for who was going to get MVP until he hit that home run. Zito, and hey, there you go. Another good one. Warming autograph this time. My man Anthony. They do. They do. I don't know. I heard a bunch and didn't hear a bunch, I'm sure. It was a ton of fun to watch. Acosta. I think again to 19 and 99. For people who don't know the Phillies, don't know them as a team, don't realize how bad things were the first 2 months of the season with Girardi. So like even on the odds and everyone picking the Padres to win and this and that, like if you look at the numbers of this team after Girardi was gone, it's a totally different team. You know, but obviously, I mean, people don't know him, they don't know him, you know, but Like they had the second or third most wins in the league after Girardi was gone, and I mean, they're certainly not just a team that's gotten hot. I mean, they have gotten hot, but they're certainly they certainly are a good team. And on paper, they should, they look phenomenal with the names they have. Cespedes. So if everybody keeps going the way they're going, and if a few other guys get going a little bit, I think they'll be fine. I don't know that I would have necessarily thought that, a couple days ago. Grayson Rodriguez, numbered 4/99. He made a joke they were passing the MVP around the series. Wheeler, Harper, Hoskins, Schwarber, Alvarado. Yeah. Well, Hoskins definitely. Oh, I did hear that about underpaying him, which they, No, well, and you know what, John? The thing is, Hader didn't. Hader got into the series once, I think, in the whole series. I think he only pitched in one game, if I remember right. And to be honest with you, I don't know. I mean, again, I realize he's a closer, he's a reliever, this and that, but you need a big guy in a big spot. Why not use him? I don't know. I mean, the guy who I can't remember his name, the guy who was pitching Harper when he hit the home run, the dude from Japan who's been so good the last couple of years. Like he's legitimately been a very good relief pitcher. He hung one to the wrong guy at the wrong time, because you knew if you put a pitch out there for him to hit, he was hitting it. They're a fun team to watch, that's for sure. Foscue, Bernabel, Burns, Martinez, Triana, Posada, and for the Giants, Luis Matos, numbered 125/150. And for the Red Sox, Lou, autograph red, numbered 8/10. Oh, was it Suarez? I thought it was really. All right, maybe I don't know. Maybe I had it mixed up. Red Sox, Anthony. There you go. Well, Anthony, even if we don't get you a Cleveland hit, we're getting you lots of other ones, buddy. Always take a red to 10. Can't beat that. We also have a Pedro Leon, 15/75 for Houston. For Sheila. I don't know. That's what I thought too. I thought they would use Hader too, but then I don't know. The guys on like that's one thing I don't understand about baseball and pitchers. I've never quite got. Like even the announcers brought that up. Smoltz talked about it. John Smoltz is a little annoying as an announcer. He's very good, but sometimes he gets a little too technical. It's like, what in the world is this guy talking about? But like they brought that up. Why not bring in Hader for Harper? And then they're like, well, then he'd have to go 6 outs or 5 outs. Like, really? Is it that big a deal for a reliever to try to go 6 outs? I mean, I know this has been a thing for a long time, but it's not like you're asking the guy to come in and start pitching in the third. I mean, I don't. I think in the situation, Harper, as passionate as he is, as well as he's played at home with a chance to end this thing and go to the World Series, I got to be thinking I'm putting my best guy in there. No matter, I don't care where it is. I need to get this guy out. So I don't know. I mean, but at the same time, I like the Padres a lot. I like the Padres before the series. I do like them as a team. But to be honest, if you go and you look through the playoffs, the Padres were doing a lot of coming back on people. Painter, Pineda, Goodman, Montgomery, Foscue, Bernabel, and Kevin Made auto for the Cubbies. Like a lot of their wins were come from behind wins, and like they weren't really dominating. like the Phillies have in a lot of their games. And that only goes so far. No matter how much you're getting, that always runs out. You can't. And I'm not saying they played from behind the whole time. They didn't, but a lot of times they did in other series too, against the Dodgers and against the Mets, and it worked out for them. But that kind of luck kind of runs out after a while. 61-75, and especially with this bad. And the only reason they were doing that and made it that far is because their 7, 8, and 9 were hitting earlier in the playoffs. Trent Grisham was hitting like almost 400 coming into the NLCS. And I don't think he had a single hit, or he had one hit in the whole thing. That's for Oakland. Oakland is Anthony. Yeah, I would think Hader can pitch 6 outs too. I got to be honest. I think anybody could pitch 6 outs if asked. Like sometimes they think they're a little too. And when they do it, they make a huge deal out of it. You know what I mean? This guy came in and pitched 6 outs. I don't know if he can pitch again for 12 days or whatever. It's like, Jesus, really? I mean, look, I know that, many, 100 years ago was a different sport than it is now. And guys throw harder and this and that. But back in the day, like when Babe Ruth played, they had like 2 pitchers on the team. They pitched every other day. They pitched, 50 games in a season. Like, you tell me a guy can't throw 6 outs? Come on. Or try to at least. Wes Kath, 299. 30 of 99. No, well, you know what? Alec Bohm didn't do a ton in this series, but the first 2 he did. He did really well. Look, there's got to be a lot of guys really happy. Brandon Marsh and Noah Syndergaard have to be happy as hell that they came here. And, thank God we got rid of Mickey Moniak. Jenna gets the Wes Kath and a little Austin Martin for the Wind Surge, a.k.a. the Twinnies. 79 of 99 for Anthony. Remember when the Phillies bullpen was historically bad and the GM said, well, if you look, they're second in the year, right? Second. You can imagine we're scared because Phillies got to hate everyone now. I know why. No, he did. Bohm did. He had a couple hits. I mean, he was big in the first 2, though. I mean, he had multiple clutch hits in the first 2. He did. No, everybody did. I mean, look, Castellanos had a few, clutch hits too. He hasn't played great. Man, if he would get going, Castellanos, man, forget about it. I mean, if Schwarber and Hoskins are on and like they seem to be now, Harper's been on the whole time. If Castellanos could finally get going, but he hasn't done anything all year, really. Castellanos hasn't been great this year. But again, that goes back to my theory. I've talked about this before. Big trades, it always takes guys a year or so to get comfortable and get, I think he's a great pickup and I think he's going to be good for us, but he hasn't been much this year. That's for sure. Not compared to what he can be. And JT Schwartz for the Mets. May the Schwartz be with you. Yeah. Oh, I like Alec Bohm a lot. Bohm is just like on and off. Like he's, but I still think, because he was a huge power hitter in college, man. He led the nation in home runs and this and that. I think he needs more size on him in major leagues. Like I think they got to put some muscle on him. 19 of 75 on the Quintana for Washington as a hitter. Like, I don't know. He's so kind of wiry, Oh, he's still hanging around. he's trying to like get a little rubbing off on him. Maybe Trout brought him. No, I think Bohm's been great. I think Bohm had a good year. I think he's a little streaky, but I think that also is as he's kind of getting more comfortable. That's one thing with these guys, man. Like they look real comfortable at the plate. Like, they don't look like they're necessarily trying to force anything. You know, it's just kind of coming to them. And that's when things are good, you know? Looks like you're trying to hit a beach ball when it's like that. Nunez, Yorkie, Salas, Velasquez, Cartaya. Oh, there's another red. This is our second red chrome of the case to 5. Raquelvin De Castro autograph. And, oh, my dude. Look at this. Nice. Warming Bernavel, number 2 of 5. I'll give you one of those for that one. That's a good one. Nice. It's our second red chrome of the case. We had a red chrome yesterday, too. Nice. Anthony, there you go. Anthony, you getting hits left and right, buddy. That's a nice hit. I'm jealous of that one. That is a very nice one. Oh, that home run was ridiculous. I'd love to know what the actual distance. I know they do all the approximate distance. I'd love to know what the real distance of that home run was. That was crazy. Even that home run he hit yesterday straight away. Was that? Yeah, that was yesterday. That thing was. He tattooed that thing. It is amazing how guys have real different styles to the way they hit home runs. Like Schwarber's got these monster kind of high flying, you know, they can take some time to get out, you know, whereas like Hoskins, when he's hitting them, they're like jets right out. They're not necessarily super deep home runs, but they're out in a second. Like, you know, the trajectory of it's much lower. It's almost like half a line drive too. It's amazing how quickly they can get out. And Harper's so strong putting it to the other field. It just nuts, man. Well, let's hope they keep it up in the series. Kerstedt, De Castro, Lawler, Vyers, Baez, Posada, and Frelick, and Tyler Whitaker for the Astros, numbered 35 of 99. I'd love to hear an interview with Joe Girardi right now. What he thinks. He's got to be sitting at home like, what the hell wasn't I doing? Or he's just like, screw him, I don't care. Sheila on the Houston. Yeah. Hey, man, however they go out, who cares? As long as they go. Tell you what, like I said, if they play the way they've been playing, I'm feeling okay about playing Houston. Houston's going to be tough. There's no doubt about it. But if they can keep this up, I feel just fine. I know they're not. I know Houston's going to be favored, but all right. Lopez, Lorenzo, Nelson, Scotto, Rodriguez, Luis Gonzalez, and Brian Rocchio, however you say his name, 20/50 gold for Cleveland. And Luis Gonzalez blue, 67 of 150 for the Orioles. For Daniel. A lot of fun, man. Yeah, look, I mean, it's great, obviously, to have your hometown team and the team you root for winning. It's really amazing when it comes unexpectedly. You know, that not that the Phillies aren't a good team and weren't a good team this year, but they had a lot of ups and downs. And like I said, the first 2 months were close to disaster. But to turn it around and to get to this point, like I don't think people were so shocked that they, necessarily beat the Cardinals, but I don't think anybody thought they were going to beat the Braves. And I mean, the Phillies played really well in the Braves and just didn't even show up. just getting to this point is such an awesome achievement for a team that people didn't expect it, for the last team to get into the playoffs. You know? Oh, what happened? Hold on. All right, sorry about that. A little technical difficulty. When they threw the box, it knocked the plug out. All right, box 3. Here we go. And the Sixers winless. Oh, my guy, I just noticed today. So I've brought my local card shop up before. It's literally like 5 blocks from my house. It's called Carl's Cards. AJ Brown is coming there for an autograph signing next week. In fact, I don't know. Maybe Rich, you're interested in that. I know you're not an Eagles fan, but Jose Torres autograph for Kimberly. I was kind of surprised to see it's on a Monday though. Like whenever he gets an active, like really good player, I mean, it doesn't happen a lot, but when he does, it's always on like a weird, on the off day or whatever. So I'm gonna be interested. I want to go by there and see how many people he's gonna have. Like 1,000 people lined up for that signing. Man, he's gonna make a killing on that thing. This local card shop that's near me is fantastic for autographs, memorabilia, stuff like that. His cards inventory is not very good, and he only buys like now anyway. He only buys basically like blaster boxes and way overcharges for them, like way overcharges. He doesn't even bring hobby boxes in anymore, which is just depressing. Because look, I'm willing to go to an LCS and overpay for a hobby box if I want it. You know what I mean? Just to and even to support them. But he's big into the autograph signings and stuff, and that should be a big one for him. It'll be fun. 36 of 99. I believe if anybody's in the Philly area and is interested, it's I want to say November 7th, maybe something like that. Yeah, he did have Zach Wheeler in August. Yep, I remember that. But that's when Zach was off then, right? That was when he was off for a month too. Carl gets people sometimes, man. He does. He gets a lot of people. And a lot of people come to him too. I'm not a big autograph guy that way. That's not my thing, but I know like Rich likes that stuff. And I mean he gets some good people, man. And I know he makes a killing on those things. Yeah, you got to get hooked up. You need to contact like the guys who run the Philly show and stuff. That's the way to go. Like, or that's who you need to look for is the promoters. Like, I'm not. I forget who the promoter for the Philly show is, but you contact them and let them know what you do. You might be surprised. It might give you some work, or try you out at least. Ryan Holgate for the Cardinals. For Rory. There you go, bud. Ramirez, Noel, Hendrick, Quintana, Malcolm Sosa. And for the Bravos, Cal Conley. Freeman got a signing coming up. This price insane. Oh yeah, the prices are no joke for signings. That's one of the reasons I don't do it. I understand why people do it. I've only literally ever stood in line for an autograph once, and it was with my kid for a not for even a sports star, it was for an actor. Preciado Gold for the Cubs. But I understand why people do it. I'm more into finding their autographs like in packs. That's like a lot of fun to me. You know, I feel like you get in line to get the guy to sign it. It's a bit of a cheat in my book, but that's just me. I'm weird that way. Cubbies is Thomas. There you go, bud. Oh, there is. There used to be a shop in Plymouth Meeting. Is it new or is it the old one? Before the pandemic, there was a shop in there too. But I maybe they went out or maybe they're reopening. I don't know. But they did have one before. I'll have to come up and check it out too. One of my cafes is right across from the Plymouth Meeting Mall. Not that it's open. We've never reopened it, but all my stuff's still sitting in there. I have to make a trip up there anyway. It's brand new. Okay. What was the one that was in there before? It was on the bottom level, like all the way back towards Dick's. I don't remember the name of that place. McLean, Maid, Whitaker, Veen, Piguero. And a little Mick Abel for the Phils. 47 of 75. Justin Turner was 250. Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't even tell you what's a good price or not a good price, to be honest with you. Like, Rich would know a lot better. I mean, I know he said to me before about some guys are good deals, some are expensive. Um, I mean, I understand, especially if somebody's like really important, like to meet them and stuff is the bigger thing, than if they're like a sports hero to you or whatever. But I always seem like when you go to those things, you're getting pushed through the line so quickly. Like it's not like you're actually meeting the guy. Whitaker, 103 of 150. Yeah, 250 sounds like a lot. I gotta grab some more top loaders. Time for a new top loader order, man. I am almost out. My recent 5,000 I just bought are almost gone. 175 for Dr. J. Now, is that just a straight auto, or do you get it like a ball signed, or? Look, I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, some of the, especially the older sports stars and stuff, I get why they do it. I mean, they need to. They don't have the money that athletes have these days. 50 of 99. It's just some of them seem like an awful lot. Well, and then you have people who are into the whole TTM thing too. I mean, again, not really my cup of tea, but I mean, I get it. And I think the TTM thing is more just the fact of not getting the person's autograph, just finding the people willing to do it and tracking them down and stuff. Like I think that's most of the fun to it. Auto on a ball. Oh, and you had to pay for the ball also? Jesus. What'd they charge you for the ball, Rich? Yeah, I mean, Dr. J, I mean, maybe it's not that much. I don't know. I guess not. 175, would you have to pay like $50 for the ball or something like that? It says like 225 total. I don't know. I'd be on the fence about that one, I think, but Bought on Amazon for $20. See, I always thought they like ganked you by making you buy the ball from them, like there. Like when you go to the Philly show and they have all that stuff set up out front, and you're like, "Are you crazy? Who's paying this much for this stuff?" And nice Corbin Carroll for the D-back. For Michael. Here you go, buddy. That's a good one. All right. The last couple packs, guys, and we'll be done for the week. Then we'll get to sorting. Polanco, McDonough, Mohique, Class and Alcantara, Abreu, Montgomery, Maddox, Bruns for the Dodgers, 17 of 99. So I've got this on another topic. I've got this weird thing I don't understand. So, as you guys know, there are people out there in the world of eBay who like to bid on stuff, win bids, and then not pay. It's a cancer in this business, to be honest with you. Usually we go through ups and downs with it, and we are definitely in a down period recently. We have every week I have at least one or two people who won't pay for their spots. And then, of course, you go and check them out and realize this is their thing. They don't pay for spots. Because what breakers do, if you guys don't know, and I do it too, is if somebody doesn't pay, then I leave positive feedback that says, guy doesn't pay, beware, blah, 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 blah. Because if you can see it beforehand, maybe you can cancel the sale and get someone else who wants to buy it or this or that or whatever. Schwartz, Strand, Mead, Volpe, Black. You got Noah Miller for the Twinnies to 150 and Federico Polanco Gold to 50, 22 of 50. Now, the reason I bring this up is because if you were one of these people, or if I was one of these people who says, okay, I'm going to bid this up, I'm going to win, and I'm not going to pay you because I find it, I don't know, amusing, wouldn't I at least watch the break and see if I hit something that maybe I should pay so I could get the cards? Because last night, 3150, I have a guy who did this, ran it up, didn't pay, checked his feedback, found out he apparently doesn't pay for any of his spots he bids up. He's got like 10 of these feedbacks that say, beware, guy doesn't pay this and that. It was like a $20 spot and he hit like a $100 card. So I'm just like, wouldn't you, like, even if you're one of these people, wouldn't you pay attention to the break? Because if you do hit something, then you can pay real quick and go, oh, sorry, I was fell asleep, or I this, or I did that, or, and then at least like the guy could literally make like 6 times what he paid for the spot if he would have just paid attention. Like, if you want to be a jerk, I get it. Be a jerk, but be a smart jerk. Ramirez, Petty, Rocio, Benalis, Jordan, Chandler. Hey, there you go for the Padres. Little James Wood auto. Man, Robert. Here you go, buddy. I have the Darren Sproles jersey my stepmom wore while watching the Super Bowl. It's the one thing I took when she passed. I'm debating on sending it in next time he has a sign. Well, that'd be cool to get something like that signed. It's got intrinsic value for you already. That would be kind of neat. Here you go, Robert. And behind that, little Jefferson Cuero, 75 of 75 for John. Like, I don't know. Like, I just don't get that. Like, you're going to do this. Why not see at least maybe you hit something, then you pay real quick. I mean, I usually give people a break unless I really know. Like last night, I was so busy. Usually, I'll go and check the feedbacks before the break because if I see somebody doesn't pay, I'll just cancel it and then offer it in the chat or whatever. But I was so busy last night, I didn't have time to check. And then, of course, they never paid. But then I'm like, but this guy hit like $120 worth of cards on a $20 spot. Like, I don't know. I guess everybody's not so bright out there. You got it, Robert. I didn't even know you were here, buddy. Robert's one of our regulars. He chimes in every once in a while with it. But I didn't know you were here this evening. Thanks for joining us, bud. Ferguson, Vera, Alvarez, Cola, Herniza. There's a Cal Conley refractor for the Bravos. 41 of 99. For Matt. Oh yeah, well, I was talking about that in the last break. I mean, I didn't watch any football today because between work and the baseball game, I just didn't pay any attention. But I was looking at the standings tonight. My God, like the NFC West and the AFC South are pathetic. Both of them. I mean, I I don't know. Not a lot of great teams. We'll send you 20 for my car. 49 of 99. Honestly, it's the only way I get paid back sometimes for the people who screw me. Like, and especially lately, it's been bad lately. I think last month I ran the report. What was it? Like $700 in refunds and cancellations for people who didn't pay last month. Like, I mean, it's not the end of the world, but it adds up. You know, last year it was like 6, 7, 8 grand. So, like, every once in a while you hit a card like this and at least it recoups some of the losses. I just turn around and sell it. But I don't know. I mean, if you're going to be a jerk, be a smart jerk. That's the way I look at it, you know? And believe me, I've had guys, more than a few guys, McCants, Rhodes, Amador, Velasquez, Rushman. I had a guy like a month or two ago who hit like $1,000 card, and I'm almost positive he wasn't going to pay me. I felt like he wasn't, and then he saw the break and did. And I didn't even question him. I was just like, hey, man, it's your spot. I'm not going to take it away from you, you know? Alexander Ramirez for the Angels. For Anthony, like, look, I know things happen. I've bid and won bids and fallen asleep and this and that, and that's why, like, some people are like, "Oh, did you sell my spot?" If I go and look at your feedback and you have good feedback, I don't sell anybody's spot usually. You know, it'd be rare that I do it. Now, if I see you never pay, that's a different story. You know, and Ryan Spikes for the Rays, 30 of 75. But like, and I mean, I could, I suppose, be a jerk and turn around and go, no, you didn't pay my card now. Well, no, it's not. You won the spot. It's yours. Things happen. I get it. But because of that attitude, I tend to get screwed. Because I have faith. And then I'm like, and then on occasion, the one that really kills me, explain this, is I get people who have been customers of ours. Like, who've bought from me on multiple occasions and then just decide not to pay me for a spot. And I'll contact them and be like, hey, is everything okay? Do you need time? Because if that person contacted me and said, dude, I'm not getting paid till next week or my card's not working, I'd be like, all right, no problem. Pay me whenever. And they just completely ghost me. And I'd be like, you've bought like from me like 15 times. Why all of a sudden would you just be like, ah, screw you? That's the really weird one to me. I've had that happen a few times, and I'm like, I don't get that at all. But hey, such is life. That's the way it goes. What are you gonna do? But I almost feel bad for the guy not seeing that he hit a pretty awesome card last night, and you know, moving on to the next. So anyway, I'm just rattling on. It's Sunday, and I'm tired, so I'm just being punchy at this point. Anyway, guys, I want to thank everyone for joining us this evening. As always, I couldn't do this without you all, and I truly do appreciate it. We're going to be back on Thursday with the more pro debut. We're going to have Topps Chrome, and I think it's my last Bowman Mega Break, the last 8 boxes I have that night. And then next weekend, like I said, bunches of new releases coming out next week. Update Chronicles, those will be good. We'll have some more Chrome next weekend, probably some more Pro Debut, because everybody loves the Pro Debut. So I hope y'all can join us. And otherwise, please stay safe, stay healthy out there. Hit that like and subscribe on your way out the door if you can. Likes help, man. Likes help a lot if you can hit the like button. And then go check out the website, chesssportscards.com. All right. Yeah, I don't get that at all. Ricky, what's up, buddy? Yeah, I missed you today. I was worried you were you were mad at me or something. I don't know. Anyway, good to see you stop in, bud. All right, hit recap for 2022 Pro Debut Half Jumbo Break number 10. Let's do papers first. All right, to 150, Noah Miller, Tyler Whitaker, Luis Gonzalez, Luis Matos, and Harry Ford. To 99, Milker Perez, Rocio, Martin, and Rodriguez. To 75, Cuero, Abel, and Angelis. Chrome colors, we got refractors to 99, Conley, Bruns, Lee, Whitaker, Kath, and Acosta. To 75, Spikes, Quintana, Leone, Gold, Polanco, Rocio, Preciado, and Warming, and a red Warming also numbered to 5. Very nice hit there. Working on the Warming Rainbow. That is one I would complete if that were mine. That's just me. Autographs. Bases of Schwartz, Castro, Torres, Conley, Holgate, Carroll, Wood, Ramirez, Made, Vera, and there's Warming autograph. And then we had one color auto to 10 of Lee for the Red Sox. So there you go. Not a bad case in the end. Superfractor, couple of red chromes. We had like 10 golds. We had, I think, 3 or 4 paper reds. Also, not a shabby case at all. Can't complain. So, all right, guys. Again, thanks so much for joining me. Have a wonderful week, everyone. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I will talk to you again soon. Take care. Bye.